There we go. Okie doke. Now we got something going here, but I don't know if the resolution is good. It's not showing good res on here. I don't know if that's just the camera or something. Make sure the camera's good. Maybe it's just that. I don't know. Alrighty. Alrighty then. I'm checking things out here. Let's get some music going, I guess. See what that's all about. Oh, who's that? Nomad. What's up? I see you there. What's up, bro? I'm just figuring this out, man. I'm not doing StreamYard. I'm doing just the YouTube live option. So I've never done that before. So I'm just checking it out. Let's see if I can't get some stuff going here. I suppose I could put this on music. Nah, I don't want to do that. Let me put it on something different. Oh, I know what I could do. Let me do this. Head it over to here. And let me type something in. Casting. Okay, good. All right, so let me try something here. Oh, Aaron's live. What the hell? Why don't he come on in? What the hell, man? Let me get some music going here. Oh, shit, not that. So we got let's see what we got. See if that'll work. No, I've been on that before then. Let's see here. Ooh, let's try that one. See what's going on in the chat here. One sec, guys. Happy holidays. Yep, we're good. Yeah, basically a stuffed Doug bunny. Yeah, I'm gonna refill my coffee here. I'll be right back, guys. I don't know if y'all can hear the music or not. Probably could. Right back. New Year. Happy New Year, guys. Sophie. Got my dog here. Sophie. Give me a kiss. Let me keep. Don't scratch my hand. Come here. Easy. Let me kiss this. What you doing? Hey, say hi to everybody. What's up? Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, baby? What's up, baby? Mm-hmm. Good girl. What's up, y'all? Can't read that shit with my sunglasses on. Come on. Got no artwork on my walls. It's coming. Trust me. Philemon. Wanting a troll, huh? I don't give a fuck. He obviously doesn't know me very well. Try another one. There we go. Oh, oh, Philemon. Philemon. You, I threaten your friend. Sorry. Not sorry. This time James gets a little out of hand. Needs a wake up check. Most of the time he's cool. And when he drinks a little too much, it gets a little out of hand. So I guess a little AT&T reach out and touch wakes him up a little bit, puts him back in reality. When he starts thinking that the internet's just the internet. No, no, they can fuck with your real life very easily. The same goes for you and anyone else. It is what it is, man. We're past the point of YouTube just being a playground. Kind of still is, but it's a dangerous one. You understand what I mean? As far as I'm concerned, me and James are cool. He does shit I don't like, fucks around with Katie and all them, but for the most part, me and him are cool about shit. I just don't like it when he fucks with people that are disabled now or had something bad happen to them, and then he does shit I don't agree with, but that's all right. You know, I hadn't done anything to him lately. It's been years, but Happy New Year, tennis player. Yeah, Aaron does crazy shit, man. It's just he's easily influenced, and people take advantage of it. I think they're scumbags for it, but people tend to disassociate reality when they're watching YouTube. They kind of like think it's a character that they're playing or something. You know, he's got his issues, but yeah, I think he's live right now. Actually, I thought I saw that earlier. Let me see what he's got going on over there. Yeah, he's live right now. Let's see what he's got going on. Probably nothing right now. No, there he is. Um, I'm just letting him know I'm live. Well, he's, I'm listening to him live, but let me turn his volume down a little bit. But anyway, yeah, no, he's got issues, dude. I mean, everybody knows that. I've known him for 15 years. He's got issues, and sometimes it gets a little out of control, and he gets on a kick about something, and it's his, it's what he does. I don't support it. You know, I don't support it. I told him to get the fuck out of that community. I told him don't mess with it. Leave it alone, man. It's bullshit. Just leave it the fuck alone, man. You're going around creating enemies for no reason, and it's just what it is. I mean, it is what it is with him. I'm kind of half listening to him and talking at the same time, but um, when he gets back onto some of the things that he normally talks about, it's interesting. He's got a unique perspective on things that I can appreciate. He's a very intelligent guy, but then he gets emotionally involved, and the emotion part he does not handle well. Um, so when the emotions get involved, things go haywire. So I try to keep him away from the emotional stuff that gets him stirred up emotionally, and he can go on it for God knows how long. But it is what it is. He does what he does, and there's things that I mean, if you start looking into things where there's people that want to be known as pedos that put out that kind of information and they get mad about it when people take them serious. Well, when they get to the point where they're talking like a serious pedo would, you kind of got to put two and two together, and it doesn't equal five. It's one of those things. Do I need him to go after Noodles? No, I don't give a shit about that. I just defended him on things because they were kind of fucking with him. His little group was coming over fucking with him. But and that's what they do. It's a YouTube drama, the Boit. They look to find drama. They look to exploit disabled people. It's a sick game they play, and it is led by a narcissist. And Noodles is definitely a narcissist. Pushes by boundaries past people that or pushes past people's boundaries without respecting anything. And there's plenty of evidence of that. So I'm not making anything up. This isn't my opinion. These are facts. So it's best to avoid people like that. Um, they're going to keep pushing boundaries until they run into someone who's going to put them in their place. And it always happens. Always. They keep going and pushing boundaries until they get to that point where they get a good smackdown one way or the other, verbally, physically, legally, something happens. But, no, no. It's a lot of bullshit that goes on, a lot of lies. But, it's a pretty fucked up that whole community. Once you get in that community over there, there's going to be really fucked up shit going on, and the lies go flying until you just can't stand it anymore. It'll drive you insane trying to figure it out because there is no sanity to it. So, but no, Noodles does his thing. David Buldo, he's got a really fucked up past on YouTube having to do with underage children that were his mods, 14, starting at 11 years old. This is some pretty fucked up shit for a grown ass man to be doing online. And then having the cops involved and then claiming he's got nothing to do with like a 10-year-old, kid sexually took advantage of him. That's the narrative that Noodles wants to say. And that's what the whole botter thing. Oh, he's been, because they're everywhere. Aaron's been doing that for years because they're all over the place. But, people that, he pretty much can lump, if you're hanging out in that group and don't realize that it's a group that really focuses on underage children and disabled people and sexualizes them or all that, then that's then that's your fault. You're not paying attention to what you're involved in. So at that point, if you want to get lumped in that category and guilty by association, that's up to you. You're a grown ass person. You can figure out what the hell is going on, and if you want to stick around it, well, don't be surprised when you get labeled as one too. You hang out in that group, birds of a feather. So that's why I was telling him, stay away from that shit. You will be considered guilty by association, and that's what they're looking for. They're looking for that drama. They want that. They want to see people end up killing themselves over shit like that, and it happens, and they get a kick out of it. This isn't the first time that we've seen this, as far as the network's concerned. We've watched it happen a million times. Well, not a million times physically, but we've seen it happen a lot of times, and people die. We have a lot of people that we've known that have killed themselves because of these types of accusations. Gets into their real lives, and so me, I take care of things personally when that bullshit happens. I find out who the fuck they are, and if they want to get into it, go right on ahead. It's your fucking funeral. So it is what it is, man. People like to fuck around online thinking that it can't be touched in real life, thinking they're anonymous. And I can assure you, you're not. But you know, but anyway, then it gets into legal things, so which happens. I've had to do that, and then people that if I have to file an injunction, then I will, uh, that kind of stuff. So it's not that hard to do. Very easy, actually. You're 100% on YouTube. Sure you are. That tells me you are very uneducated, very uneducated. So it doesn't matter where you're. You. I'm telling you right now, you're not. Absolutely not. Especially nowadays. Maybe 10 years ago, you might have been. Maybe 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Yeah, I'm sort of. But no, you're never anonymous. If you start doing that, I'll tell you why you're not anonymous. Go ahead and try and do something that looks like you're going to commit suicide, and watch how fast cops show up at your door. But you're anonymous, right? That can happen. I can make that happen, pretty quickly if I wanted to. And I have many times. So people who thought they were anonymous never got on cam, never did anything, used incognito, all the every little stupid trick you think you're using. It's all there to trick you into thinking you're anonymous. So what should happen when you get the accusations wrong? Well, first of all, I don't make accusations unless there's a lot of stuff to back it up, which is words out of your mouth on camera. You know what I mean? And it's pretty hard to back off of that one when you're recorded saying and doing that stuff. So I'm not like Aaron. I don't go around accusing people of stupid shit that ain't true, especially that kind of stuff. I think that's really fucked up that Aaron does that. I don't agree with it. I've said that a million times. I don't agree with it. But what I've watched David do is far beyond kidding around and joking or a character. Nobody pretends as a character and continues and gets a little bit too detailed in their description of that character or that portrayal of that character of being a pedo. That's nobody does that for a very good reason, because logic would tell you, hey, yeah, that's pretty fucked up. Look at, why would you want to associate with some of the most despised people in society? Why? For drama? Is your life that fucking empty that you're willing to sink to that level to get attention? I don't. There's no logical reason to, So you're trying to troll, and that's fine. I don't care. I got nothing else to do anyways than to sit here and banter with you. But gonna be gold. I don't wear gold. It's silver. I don't like gold. Yeah, Aaron does weird shit. He likes attention. I think it's gross. It's fucking. It's funny sometimes, but it's pretty gross too in a weird, fucked up way. But he doesn't care. He just does not care. And I mean, I think everybody knows that that's obvious. He does care sometimes, but it's kind of a passing thing. Not like other people do. He does what he wants to do, and he lives his life that way. And so in that case, I respect his moxie. But other than that, I don't agree with it. But there's a level of respect that I have when people just do what they want to do, and damn the consequences in that sense of acting the way they want to act and things like that. Now, you try to get to something that is, no, see, no, that doesn't make any sense. So when others call zombies a pedo, that makes you one, but two, boy, you're like, no, that's not. See, you're trolling and looking for reactions, and you're one of these little drama queens, man, online trying to find people to get into it with, looking for anyone live, you're bored as fuck, just like I am right now. But you're looking for something, trying to fuck around. It's not gonna work, but you can try. It is what it is, man. See, baseless accusations is so weak, man. That's weak. I told Aaron that's weak. That's why I don't do it. But hey, you're fine with doing it. So never said anything about you. But look at you. That's weak, bro. So you're in no way a threat, And let's see. Let's see. How about that? See how easy that is? Put you in timeout. Oh, what's good now? See, that's all you got to do. Delete. Whatever you got to do, man. Tried to teach Aaron boundaries in the past. People have boundaries. You should have boundaries too. He doesn't like boundaries. That's because his boundaries have been crossed as a child. And when those boundaries get crossed as a child, you lose focus of what a boundary is. You don't know what they are anymore, and you don't know why other people would have them. Because if you don't have them, why should others? And it's the same thing that David Boldo does. Pushes past people's boundaries, doesn't understand why there are boundaries, why they have boundaries, because he himself also had his boundaries violated as a child. That's usually what happens. I'm assuming. That's my opinion because the evidence still, yeah, I'm still friends with Monograph, but the evidence still suggests that when a person does not respect anybody's boundaries, it's because their boundaries have been broken as a child. This is basic psychology. So whether or not they understand it themselves or not, facts are facts. This is why certain people, can understand boundaries and respect them, and others don't. And so the vast majority of the trolls online, they had their boundaries fucked with as a kid, so they don't respect boundaries either. So it's the old internet dickwad theory. You take a normal person, add anonymity and an audience, total dickwad every time. And that's you, fella man. You're the classic dickwad. Congratulations. You've broken new ground. You happy with yourself? Sure you are. It takes a special person to be a dickwad, and I guess that's what you are. You like that, don't you? Think you get a rise out of me by being a dickwad. I think it's funny. Monograph, as far as Monograph's concerned, he's a bit he's got mental issues as well. And he admits it. He knows. There's times he can be cool as shit, and then there's times he's a total dick. Aaron's the same way. A lot of mental patients, mental cases online, and oftentimes they get popular just because it's interesting to watch their personalities come out. And Monograph definitely has personalities that he'll jump into, and the characters that he actually puts a lot of effort into. And he tries to put as much production value into his stuff. I think he's gotten kind of lazy lately, but yeah, that happens. You get kind of burned out of this same old, same old. It's kind of tough to take on something new, come up with something new. Let me mute Aaron. He's getting kind of distracting. But that's just the thing. These people end up doing that, as a way to pass time, I guess, or whatever, just to see what they look like on camera. Being different. I've done it, come up with characters and stuff, just for fun. But it not like what Monograph does. I do it more of like because I install theater systems and home automation, smart homes, and all that. That's what I do. It's fun to see myself up on the big screen, in a production that it looks like I might be in a movie or in a trailer or something like that, just to see yourself. That's what YouTube started off as, is broadcast yourself and see what what you look like. How would you how would you be if you were suddenly picked like Chris Pratt or something, living in a van, before he got picked to go on, what was it, Parks and Recreation or something like that, whatever that show was. He got on, and then he blew up in Hollywood. And so it's interesting to see like how just people can get famous on YouTube and go to the movies and or go into the movies, and next thing you know, they get torn down by you know, just the haters, really. You know, anything and everything they've done, there's cancel culture and all that shit. You know, as if no one ever changes or evolves, you know, in their lives and moves on past things and realizes mistakes and doesn't repeat them or whatever. You know, they act like, nope, you're stuck. You do one thing, you're stuck like that forever. And that's a like Nazi mentality where, you know, there's a reason they call it social media. It is socialism, which is the first step or the precursor to communism. So you'll see a lot of that, you know, in online. You know, another thing too, if you'll notice on the high end, and I see this all the time too, because I work in a lot of really high end buildings and with clients and all, is that the lack of color is what you'll see in very elegant and uh, buildings, and this 50 shades of gray type building structures that are just either black and white or gray shades of gray, very very little if any color is there, and it's considered to be elegant or rich or wealthy looking, when in actuality it's just communism. They take color away. That's always happened in communist countries. The color becomes something like, if it's going to be color, it's going to be like a red power color. Look at North Korea, look at China, things like that. The colors tend to disappear. Um, it's kind of like that movie. What was that movie with Jeff Daniels where it was like a 50s, and it was in the 50s or something, and when they did something, I don't remember what it was, and then they would go from black and white to color. And like his wife did something, I don't know if it was sex or whatever it was, like if they sinned or something, or had sex or had an orgasm or something, whatever it was, then they would turn into color. And so she would have to put makeup on to make sure that, you know, because she did, and he didn't know, and he did something, he rubbed her and he saw color under. I remember that part of it. It's an old movie, but it had Jeff Daniels from Dumb and Dumber, and he was the husband that was trying to, like, I think he was like an ice cream shop owner, like a malt shop owner or something, and the kids were turning color, and it was a very interesting concept. It was almost like the introduction of sin uh, all over again, but told in a new way. It's pretty interesting. But that kind of feels like what's happening is that the color is being taken away, and it's not for the good part. It's more of like a bleak outlook. Oh no, it's the walls are actually prepared for a brick back wall that's going on. That's why this is a theater I'm in right now. There's the projectors right there. It's getting ready for, and then come on. Let me see if I can turn this without hitting too many. The screen. Damn it, this light's in the way. The screen is right there, as you can see. So it's getting prepared for the wall treatment. So there's your Mac Daddy player, and this is just a bedroom. I'm sitting on the bed, on the edge of the bed, and I've got a giant screen at the end of the bed. And this all back here is going to be like a dark black and gray, oddly enough, brick motif. So that's what's getting prepared. Got some lighting as well, LED lighting that's going in and all that stuff. Just basically building this up into a nice like bedroom theater that I can just relax in and just enjoy, and privately and just everything. Yeah. So it's all, and the ceiling's going to get treated as well. You won't see any of that. The wiring and stuff is going to get changed over. So, yeah, all of it's getting prepared for the theater treatment. So, yeah, it's possible. It's not that big. Right now, it's just in stereo with a sub 2.1. It's all I need really for a theater system like this. I don't really need, all that, all that surround as much as I, used to. Like I would want surround works better in a bigger. No, not in this house. I haven't invested into that yet. So anyway, Philemon over there just fucking around. But I'm just just something for my personal entertainment. Come home, relax, um, just get some cool lighting and stuff going on, watch movies and stuff, whatever I want to do, basically, whatever I want to watch. Got a little arcade there, sort of. It's one of those little Nintendos that has like all the different games on it with wireless controllers. So it's kind of like a theater with a tiny arcade. Someone from Tommy Temper called Noodles out today. I dream of one day having a theater room. It's not that hard to do. It's really not. The items you can get nowadays, 4K projectors with, you can pick those up pretty cheap. The lamp hours and the lumens, you can put together something pretty decently for a very good budget nowadays. And it's worth its weight in gold, man, when you're just chilling out, watching movies or sports or whatever. I don't watch sports. It's just one of those things I never got into, watching sports. But you dream of one day having a theater room. Yeah, like I said, you can get it done pretty inexpensively. If you ever want to know how or get some tips on where to go to get parts or items, it's up to you, man. I consider this, to be kind of like my little personal man cave. So all of this is, like I said, this is all prepared now for the treatment. The wall treatment's going to happen, and it'll look cool when it's done. I'll do some live casting. That's why I started doing this now, because they're on the way. They've already been ordered, so it should be here before the 10th of January. But so I'll get a lot of that. Hopefully, everything comes. But don't care, dude. I don't care. I'm tired of everybody challenging. Then they get all pissed off when they get doxxed. It happens all the time. Tiny studio. No, that's actually some of the best little theaters. Very intimate theaters, man. I'm great at doing tiny theaters, dude. I've got one on my Lynn Dynamite 2 channel that shows a 2-person theater that had full-on acoustic panel treatments and fiber optic starlight ceilings. That was a 7.3 system back 13 years ago. I was doing those. And everyone called me out for like, oh, well, bass is omnidirectional. You only need one, there's no point in 2 subs. I'm like, oh, once you hear it, you'll tell me different, so yeah, 7.3, that was 13 years ago. It's a whole walkthrough. There's 2 videos. There's one on my channel now. Actually, both of the videos for that system one of them is, but anyways, it's 2 7-foot tall middle Atlantic AV racks bolted together in a closet and all that. Yeah. No, all 3 are in the front. The left, right, and center channel are set up with 10-inch clip stubs that go along with each tower. So yeah, it's an incredible sound stage for a very small room. So it makes you feel like you're in a giant theater when all the lights are off, and you can look up at this like curved drop down free floating ceiling that has fiber optic lighting stars that twinkle. And it even had his and her constellations. When he looks up, he can see his constellation and she can see her constellation for their star signs, indicating like a match made in heaven. It's in the description of the video, but I did that as a personal gift to them, because his first job was as an usher in a real big famous theater in New York. That was his very first job back in the 30s, I think it was 30s or 40s. He's an old fellow, but he passed on now. He's not alive anymore. I don't think she is either. But that was his dream, was to have his theater, and he hired somebody to come in and do it, and it was horrible. They did a bad job on it, and he spent like 30 grand to have that theater the way that it was. And I came in, and it cost another 90 to get it to where it was that. So he put about 120 into that one room alone. But the house itself was $6 million. So that one room, 120 grand was nothing. to put into that house. And it was his favorite room. He lived in that room practically. And more actually got done than what was shown. But I just never filmed it, didn't put it on there. So, and then there's other videos too on that channel. It was going to be like a video portfolio of some of the work I do, but I don't know. I just kind of got out of it. It was a little bit, I had too much work going on to keep up with that. So I just kind of dropped it. But at least it's an example, something I can show people. This is what I was doing back then. Imagine what I can do now. So Philemon has no idea. He thinks I'm just some other random YouTuber like Monograph that can, I can dot you within an inch where you sit. Yeah, I can do a lot more than that. Monograph's pretty antiquated when it comes to his things, and that's just because he's been out of the telecommunication industry for so long. That he's still working off of fax machines and shit. I mean, like literally, he just will not. It took him forever to learn vectoring, and Photoshop. Like it just Adobe. Like it just took him forever, and he still hasn't. He's still stuck on like the first version. Anyway, he has a very slow learning curve. But anyway, yeah, I'm not talking bad about him. I'm just saying that's just facts. He's slow learning, but he pretty much he's not very good with change, But me, I love change. It's how you grow, But anywho, where's the music? Let's get some music going again. What's Aaron doing? Oh, did he end it? No. Let me see. Is he still live? What the hell? Come on. Yeah, he's live. Who's watching there? 4 watching. All right, let me see here. My battery might be dying on this thing. Let's see. Let's get some music, man. Wait, what is that? Oh, that sounds good. Let's see if that sounds good. Let's see if this works. Let's see what happens here. Sounds like a fire. Come on, where's it at? What's going on? Yeah, there it goes. Let's do the music, man. Hell with that. There we go. Let's find something cool to listen to. Ooh, here we go. How long ago was that? 5 days ago. Let's see. How many are in this? It's a playlist. Okay. All right. Well, why in the world is that coming out of there? That's why I moved when I did that. Hang on. There we go. But anyway, I don't know why people think that you're going to affect me. Controls. Like I ain't been doing this for years. You just don't want to be on the receiving end when I do it. That's a guarantee. Hmm. Yeah, I get pretty brutal. But hey, you got to deserve it. You know, the punishment has to fit the crime, in my opinion. And you talking shit is not enough to deserve what I do. What I do, I take everything to extremes. So making an observation isn't trolling. Sure, it's not. I can observe that you sound like a douchebag. I'm just an observation. That's how that works. Yeah, nothing else better to do because you are pathetic losers. That's what losers do. Sit around all day, trying to pick fights, all that shit on there, online all day. Pretty sad. Pretty sad. Guess it's good to know that not much changes. Not much changes at all. People are still dickheads and douchebags. Cat skin, cat skin. This song sucks. This whole playlist sucks. Why did I click on that? Yeah, there. Oh, wait, go back over to that. Let's see. What do we got? Come on. Let's see. What else we got? Hmm. Do. This might sound good. Why is that? Hmm. That block stopped working. How about that? Is it off? Did I turn it off? All right. Hmm. Let's see what this sounds like. Ah, yeah, I did. Holy shit. Why is it doing that? Yeah, now it's not blocking my ads. Interesting. Hmm. Yeah, been on here for like an hour checking things out. What's Aaron doing? Hmm. I might go jump on his stream. Kind of bored. Doesn't look like I can co-host on this. It's not giving me the option. Unless I had somebody on the phone. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. See if I can get over on there and stream if he wants to. See what's going up. All right, I'm gonna end it. Go over to zombies. All right, y'all.